Tonight, the Love Island boys. 3 new bombshells enter the studio. My name's Will DeFreeze. This is the Love Island boys. To my left, David, Mr. Villa Boy himself, Roth.
I'm the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet. I'm here for love, right reasons, things of that nature. Very happy. What a absolute banger.
Dude, not the vibe of someone whose nickname is the Villa Boy.
Yeah, I didn't ask for that.
I'm the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet.
I didn't ask for that. I'm at a calorie deficiency today. I needed my champagne. This is going to be a fun one, folks. You guys, I hope you're caught up because, oh boy.
The day better himself. Dylan Shivery, ladies and gentlemen.
Name's Dylan, 39 years old, podcaster. I'm here for love.
I've started using, so like I get, this sounds like a flex. A lot of people follow the Sunday Scaries Instagram account, correct?
A few people.
There's a lot of people that reach out with really unjust criticisms, in my opinion. And what I've started to do is I just have been Love Islanding them, where anytime someone gives me a criticism, I say something back, but I give them the hand heart emoji.
Do you really?
And dude, no one has any answer for it. It's great. It's a cheat code.
This guy's mega chill.
If you hit them with the hand heart, they have no idea what to do.
I made a grave mistake that I just realized. I just filled my coffee cup up with piping hot Bing Bong. I left it out there.
You idiot.
At the machine, and now I'm fiending for it.
Well, here, while I'm describing what episodes we're covering today, you go get your Bing Bong. Today's episodes on the Hulu schedule that we'll be covering are really episodes 9 through 21, but for continuity's sake, we're going to say episodes 8 through 21 on the Hulu schedule. Okay? So if you haven't listened and you don't want spoilers, or if you haven't watched and you don't want spoilers, please tune out now, as we are through episode 21 on the Hulu schedule. So without further ado, I think we get started.
Daddy's back, Bing Bong in hand, ready to rip.
How'd you decide to go with the space mug today, the NASA mug?
It's just been a minute since I've used it, and it's a great mug, and I love space, and also Love Island.
I love space.
Ooh, they should do a Love Island in space when the tech is there.
You know,
I hate
intern
that.
Klein is currently in Mallorca, where this is being filmed, and I had a theory that maybe he was going to be one of the bombshells. Maybe they were going to be Casa Amor.
He's spoken for.
Dude,
his
they're
head got
both-
turned pretty quick.
He and his wife are good looking enough that they could feasibly be bombshells that like messed with people, and then like behind the scenes were actually like newlyweds.
They're on their certified hot couple shit, so yeah, they're hot.
How
Yeah.
weird would that be? They're just like, you're there and you're like, oh, and you see a couple walk in and they're married. Got some married. This is a couple. They're married.
They're on their literal honeymoon right now, but they're here. And
Cool.
They're bombshells.
No, the contestants wouldn't know that they're married.
Oh, okay.
Remember when they brought in like the brother-sister tandem on Australia? Were you a
Yeah.
part of that? That was
I was,
weird. I
yeah.
didn't like that.
That was weird.
I didn't like that at all.
I don't want to be in a villa where my sister's getting just hit on the whole time.
Yeah, you see like a bunch of motion in the sheets, like 2 beds over, a couple nights in, and you suddenly realize your sister's just getting
Getting what?
Most of.
The business?
the business.
So, Klein, are you closed off right now? How are things going with your
Well-
very recent wife? Well, it's early days.
Well,
Yeah. Oh.
he's not gonna like this.
It's early
He's
days.
not gonna like
Does
this.
he
It's
listen to
early
this?
days.
He probably does. Klein is he's a good Love Island boy.
Yeah, he's been into this before me.
He's a Love Island boy.
Shout out to Blakey Locks for the graphics. He's a day one backer toucher. He sends us all our graphics that we
Hey.
use for this to make sure that we're doing our thing.
Is he the thermos guy too?
Did he send us the thermoses? We don't know who sent us these water bottles.
I think he did.
Do you think it's Blake?
I think it's
I
Blakey.
think he sent us a thermosai.
I don't have mine today as I've been using it at home, but we have some Love Island style water bottles in the stew.
I'm holding it up for the camera. See that? Awesome. It's just like the real one, folks. Thank you, Blakey. If you are, in fact, the one who sent them to us, they're fantastic.
Let's start going.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Blake was kind enough today to send us a timeline. Do you guys mind if I dip into this timeline a little bit?
Yep.
All right, I'm just going to start riffing a little bit. Episode 9, we finally get 2 bombshells in the villa, Charlotte and Leah. Leah is still with us today. Charlotte has since gone home. Rest in peace.
Very surprised by that. might I
Still
add.
alive, but she's just not on the show.
One of my favorite bombshell entrances is this entrance itself, when they have the dates and they choose someone to make a starter, a main course, and a dessert. it always really ruffles everyone's feathers because they get to actually see the people interact with the girls. It's always a good one this season.
It makes me a little uncomfortable that the people watching that aren't on the dates can hear every word. They're just right there. And I would be so awkward if I were one of the guys.
Absolutely.
You're just like, everything you say, you have like the most extreme governor on.
I would.
Governor.
Yes. Yeah. At one point, I'd be like, "Can you guys just like go inside so I can actually have a conversation here? It's just too uncomfortable. I can't handle the pressure. It's too much, man."
Hey, you want to get out of here? No one ever says that.
It's funny that Tyreek has never made food before.
That's not surprising.
I'm
too busy having sex with all the 100+
I don't care if
partners.
it's surprising or not. If you're old enough to be on national television, you're old enough to cook yourself a fucking meal. And be able to cook someone else a
When
meal.
was the first time you made food?
Yeah.
What age?
28, 29?
It was probably a Pop-Tart and a toaster, and I was probably 6.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I used to make a great Pop-Tart.
Mm-hmm. You put off toaster strudel vibes.
Fucking toaster strudel. Get out of here with that shit.
I didn't
Fucking
like
shit.
Pop-Tarts toasted for some reason when I was little.
I said I toasted 1 out of every 5.
Yeah.
I was just
The
housing
s'more
those
ones
things.
just hit absolutely different when they weren't heated up.
I was a Straub's guy.
Oh, dude, the s'mores were so good.
You pronounce the s'more like that?
I don't think about it. You're the only person that thinks about syllables in terms of these.
Just
That's
Words.
Just say-
s'more.
say s'more.
No,
Yeah. That's what people say.
no,
S'more?
dude, that's no. You also call it a basketball goal.
It's s'more.
Yeah.
I like some more.
It's amore.
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
what I
been
did
corrected my entire
recently.
life on it.
I'm not correcting you. I was just acknowledging that you say it differently than I do. That's all.
Regional dialects differ from
I
region
don't-
to region.
You're not incorrect.
Can we talk
just-
about Love Island
it's just
instead of
different.
pronunciations of
Yeah, sure.
things made around a campfire?
sure.
Like, Jesus.
Do you think Charlotte got a little ageism going on with her?
For sure.
I do too.
She was 30?
30.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
very rare for the
Totally.
villa.
Like, it was weird to me to be like, I was sitting there and I was like, oh, she's definitely one of the more one of the more attractive girls in the villa right now. But
Mega
then I
pretty.
realized, like, oh, wait, I'm 6 years older than her and everyone in the villa is 6 years younger than her.
Mega pretty, Charlotte.
I was very into Charlotte. Her candle blew out long before Legend ever will.
I saw it working out differently for Charlotte, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought maybe, at this point, Mitch could rebound nicely with her. Didn't really work out at all like that. I thought Charlotte and Leah were going to come in and take the place by storm. And Leah, to her credit, kind of did, but has
Dude,
since
No,
kind
you're
of.
giving her too much credit.
But no, early on, she was very highly coveted. And now it's like, what am I missing? 'Cause I
Leah-
really like her.
Leah shows up as a tier 1 bombshell, in my
Yeah.
opinion. She's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
She was.
She's everything you'd want
She's
out of a
also
bombshell.
like she doesn't get mixed up with the drama. She seems really cool, mature. She is a little bit on the older side, I think, still. But
She's 26, I think.
she's not getting near the attention that I think
for
she
some.
deserves.
She must be boring. Sorry to call it like that, but she must just be boring. I can see that she is a little like not the most outgoing person, but like her personality just must not hit because like it doesn't make any sense. Maybe she has bad breath.
Maybe. That's tough, man. That breath is tough.
Yeah, there's something going on. I might need to watch Unseen Bits to like maybe try to get some clues.
Did you guys watch any Unseen Bits last night when you were all mentally set up to watch an entire episode only to see that it was Unseen Bits?
Dude,
I was
horned.
actually mad. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Dude, we sat down for dinner, and usually we don't watch it during dinner. And we sat down for dinner, we turned it on, like anticipation was high. Nothing.
Had to see the Molly fall out. We'll get to that in a bit. It was a huge cliffhanger there.
Well, so-
not really a cliffhanger, but
In other news outside of the new girls, Zach has made it known that he's definitely all in on Molly.
defo.
Defo, for sure. We have still in the villa, we have Rucci is still in the villa at this point. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
She gone.
We need them gone. Let me see. The Islanders ended up saving Ella, leading to Rucci getting dumped, which makes sense. Rucci had no one. And she had recently been kind of like, what was his name? Kind of went away from her.
You made a comment
Dre.
earlier about Charlotte's candle burning out before the legend. The opposite for Rucci.
Yeah.
Her legend it was in first gear.
I never felt like she was solidified in the villa. No, like it never felt like she was going to be there for the duration.
She also didn't seem to like mix it up with anyone. She just kind of sat back and let everything come to her. And it's like, that's not how this works. You got to go, girl. And she did. She gone.
Every time I heard her name, I thought of the currency in Zelda. And I couldn't help it. Like, it's all I can think about.
Parks is going hard on Zelda right now.
Dude, Zelda goes hard on itself.
That new game. The new one.
Yeah.
He's on that
It's hot
new
in the
shit.
streets right now.
He's
That
on
game.
that new shit, Dave. Yeah, Rucci, we're not going to miss you, Rucci. No offense, but you just didn't bring a ton to the table.
No. You were fine.
You okay,
You
Will?
were there.
Damn. Alan Arkin, rest in peace.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know who that is.
You know him.
Okay.
You know him.
R.I.P.
The Russians are coming.
Okay.
Sorry. It's one of his.
Are they actually?
Well,
That'll be very
We-
inconvenient for us.
somewhere there are multiple Russians at this point doing that act.
Dude, I'm on my Prigozhin shit.
It's a large country.
So they had a recoupling, getting us back on track. This is me getting us back on track.
Okay.
Leah
okay.
picks Tyreek,
Yeah.
steals him away from Ella.
Mm-hmm.
Ella's not happy.
No.
There's a little flirtation with Tyreek.
Ella's never happy, just to be clear.
She is the
Like,
most unhappy.
Even when they're in a good place, they're never in an actual good
She
place.
has perma pissed off face.
She picked the wrong guy, even though like he is a very, very handsome guy. He's like he's the wrong guy for her because he is the ultimate flirt and he is highly coveted. So like she's got something to be mad at him about like almost at all times. Not saying it's all justified, but
Does he kiss someone night one in Casa Amor?
he's on head turn.
If
watch.
I'm him, and this is like, I think Ella just needs this change of scenery.
He's on risk it all watch.
Yeah, he's gonna risk it all in Casa Amor, knowing that like he can just walk back in with another girl on his arm and be done with that relationship with Ella.
I feel bad for what's going on inside Ella's head while Tyreek is at Casa Amor.
I preemptively feel guilt that he's definitely acting up behind her back, and she is hoping that he's not.
Ella will have a very, very handsome, very suitable, fit young lad talking to her and really into her. And she'll just like kind of be like, And the whole time she's gonna be like, I just can't stop thinking about what Ty's doing.
That's
over
what
there."
every girl did during
Ty's-
last season's Casa Amor. It felt like none of the
Yeah.
girls last season had any none of them wanted to go down any road with any other guy.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
But the guys were over there just having a ball.
Just fucking grinding.
Yes.
Grinding. Well, credit to Tyreek. He did not totally go all in on Leah. He said he wanted to explore it, but he's also wanted to explore like every girl. He's done a very, I don't know if I want to say good job, but he has made an effort to ensure that Ella knows that his door has never been fully closed, and it won't be.
And he is at least he's being honest.
It's
with
within
it.
his rights to do this, but she is not grasping
And
that he is still open to meeting people.
to skip ahead quite a bit, just briefly, new girl Katie comes in and he tells Ella, like, I want to get to know Katie. And which of course sends Ella spiraling once again. She's in for a long, hard ride with Tyreek by her side.
Well, we don't know about that.
I
don't
had
mean that,
sex
right?
with Katie too.
They did go to the hideaway.
Yeah.
For a
they did.
date?
No, they
No.
went. they
Hold on,
did
who went to the?
overnight.
Oh, Tyreek and Ella.
Yeah, long hard ride.
Don't think they slept
fucking-
together.
Were they really the first couple? Like the couple that was most
I was surprised by that.
like?
to be
Did they
honest.
deserve it?
Who else would it have been at that time?
I thought maybe Zach and Molly.
They
but
were so
even
new,
then,
though.
it was still like
They were
Yeah, but
super new.
even if they're new, like they still like each other.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. They could send fucking.
Honestly, they could have sent
her
Sammy and Jess in there because at that point, because I truly think that them not being able to choose each other was wrong. We can just I don't know how fast we want to skip ahead on this stuff.
I'm not against just bouncing around to
Okay,
the
well,
hot, the
can
hot
we talk
points.
about the separation of Sammy and Jess?
Yeah.
They got in their argument, and then the next day they are told they are not allowed to recouple together. They should have been able to.
Shout out to the format of the show. They always have a little twists and turns. Like each season is a little bit different than the one before it.
A wrinkle.
This is another different little wrinkle, as
Yeah.
Dave just said.
Well, so it says Sammy tells Jesse he's all in with her, but other Islanders heavily question his motives after being in the bottom three of the public vote.
Same. I question his motives as well.
You
They
know,
re-
I gotta say, he's not overtly bad, Sammy, at this point. He's handled some things in a way that I wouldn't have handled them, or I wouldn't like to handle them. There's something about him I don't like.
Something about him I don't trust.
Trust or like. I don't know if it's his face, and he just has this Billy Kimber look about him. Shout out the Blinders. It's just Sammy's a problem for me in like a bad way.
I kind of get where you guys are coming from. I don't totally see it. Like, he's kind of meh to me. I just don't really have a feeling on him one way or the other.
I don't trust his intentions with Jess. I think that's what it's really coming down to for me.
Agree. And it's
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm just.
Oh,
No,
I don't know. I just don't. Yeah, I don't. She seems to really like him, and maybe I just want what's best for Jess.
But she's also in a little bit of self-sabotage mode with Sammy. Like, she takes one little thing and it becomes a big thing, and it shouldn't. And she's like kind of pushing him away. She feels like, or maybe he's not that into her, which is probably true.
I like that when she gets into it with him, she calls him a little boy. And if they're not the same age, they're 1 year apart.
I think she's just saying like you're acting immature.
It's just like you are often in the drama, justified or not. Like you're the one who's had the most issues and has cried the most on the show.
You know, we also, if we're going to talk about Jess, we also have to talk about Mitchell letting Jess know that he wants to get to know her.
He fancies her.
He fancies her. We talked about Mitchell last episode. The guy is just a clown show. He's an embarrassment. I don't trust his motive with Jess either. I think he knows that Jess is a very well-liked person, and he's going to trying to hitch his wagon to her. I don't fucking like it.
Well, Mitch also, we skipped over this. During that recoupling, remember he picked Molly, and then he was like, oh yeah, I did it for Zach.
Dude.
You know, my boy Zach. And then he has no tact, and people like this, like he thought he was being sly, and then he's like telling people like, no, here's actually what I'm doing.
Yeah, and of course everyone told
it's
Zach.
obvious, dude.
So Zach called him out on it later.
That was like that's potentially the most embarrassing moment of the show thus
Mitchell
far.
is such an idiot.
Like, dude, you got smoked. She wanted the girl you liked the other dude, and now you're kind of like you're trying to like befriend both of them, and it's so transparent.
And right after he picked Molly, he pulled her aside. He's like, look, I told everyone that I was just like saving you for Zach, but really I'm going to try to get to know you again. Like, I want to give us another chance.
Psychotic.
This is on
And
camera.
he was like, and keep this a secret. Like, dude, she's going to tell Zach.
Yeah. Like
Obvious.
he said like in his little confessional thing, he straight up said, like, I'm only doing this so I can spit game at her behind everyone's back. And it's like, dude, Zach,
off the radar.
Mitch, this will never work, my guy.
Well, he's an idiot.
He
Classic idiot.
He's somehow the least self-aware person I've ever seen on the show, while also being aware of the situation that he's in more than a lot of people. I did watch a little Unseen Bits last night, and Jess said something funny, and he was like, oh, that's going to go viral. That's going to go viral. And I'm like, dude, you're thinking about this show in the space of the internet. You're not living in a world on this show that is conducive to acting natural.
That's a good way to describe him.
I'm wondering how like prevalent the way we feel about Mitchell is among everyone who watches the show. And I wonder if he has any idea that so many people are just like talking about how stupid this guy is.
I don't think he knows, but I mean, everyone is talking about it. The
people in the
amount of
villa-
messages that I've gotten.
People in the villa are calling him out on it.
I genuinely feel bad for him because he's just done so many like things that are so boneheaded. He's not a bad guy. He's just really bad at at the art of war, I guess you could say.
Dude, when they had the recoupling, and I know I'm skipping ahead a little bit here, but I think that's okay. And he picks Leah, and his speech, he's like, he says something nice about her, and he's like,
great personality, very down to earth.
You have a really good body.
Great body.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck?
Mehdi just put his hand in his face.
He's just so embarrassed.
Oh, it's bad.
He has there's a phrase that's been tossed around a lot by Zach, but I think that it really encompasses Mitch more than anybody, and that is the phrase "loose game."
Loose game?
Yes. Have you noticed Zach saying this?
What is
just
that?
talking about someone coming in spitting some loose game? I think it just means like kind of recklessly hitting on people.
You'll take any attention you can get.
No, I don't think they mean it in a bad way. I think it's like, oh no, like I'm gonna spit some loose game tonight.
Dude.
Like I'm gonna maybe take things a little too far.
He's so desperately trying to just find a partner to just coast with. I think like
Mitch.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
He'll hitch his wagon to anything at this point.
Yeah.
He just wants to stay on the show.
They need to get rid of him before Casa Amor.
But the way he's doing it, he's giving everyone the ick.
So I'm very excited for the next actual episode for a number of reasons, but mainly to see how Mitch plays Molly getting sent home, because I could see him like crying, like he's going to cry, right? Like he's gonna handle this so poorly because like they showed him and like they were all. Like,
I hope he
taken
tries
aback.
to go home with her, and she's just like, no, you shouldn't do that.
That
like,
would be.
Speaking
Oh
of
my god!
the way he tries to white knight for Molly during the Never Have I Ever game, when Zach admits to cheating in his past, right? And people are like, all the girls are giving him shit for, like, oh no, how could you trust anyone who does that? Like, once a cheater, always a cheater, kind of thing. And then Mitchell, for whatever reason, comes to the defense of Zach to, I guess, try and impress Molly. It was a really weird situation.
Well, there's also, Dylan, the juxtaposition between his prior statement where he said, "You're not the man I thought you were."
Yeah.
Which
I took
couldn't
that
tell
as a
was
joke. I thought the way that was edited in the beginning, I thought that was him being an asshole. But then as I saw it actually play out during the episode, I thought, okay, that was a joke that just was edited differently.
Because Zach wouldn't have taken to
Correct.
It. Like that would have pissed. That's like fucked up to say.
But to come to Zach's defense in front of Molly like that was just such an obvious, like, white knight ploy.
I thought he did make a good point though. Like he could have just lied and not said it.
Dude,
Zach
he secretly hates Zach.
Zach needed someone to come to his defense in that situation. I'm not trying to justify him cheating, but like the way that Ella and Jess went at him, it was like, dude, lay off the guy. Like he really didn't need to say anything about this.
Yeah.
Back-to-back seasons of one of the girls saying, "A tiger never changes his stripes or never loses his stripes." So we had Jess saying that, and then we had Liv saying that about Tom last season. And I guess that's just probably a little bit more common over there. But yeah, Jess, I don't know why Jess had to jump in so hard on Zach. Is there some beef there that I missed? Because like, I think she just secretly doesn't like Molly.
She got cheated on.
That's probably fair.
And she's raw from it.
Ella said the same thing.
Same with
it brought up like bad memories.
Yeah,
fair.
like Ella and Jess just got cheated on, like really hard.
Yeah,
and I get they got mad, and I was glad that they actually apologized to him after, because I thought they were going just way too hard on him for a challenge that like he didn't want to put his neck out there and like talk it out with everybody. He just took a sip. There's probably Tyreek. I didn't see Tyreek drinking, and I don't get the vibe that Tyreek is.
Thought he did.
Did he?
I thought he did.
Okay. I was gonna say I get the vibe that Tyreek's been he's done some loose game.
Everyone just expects Tyreek to have been a cheater in the past, so no one called him out for it.
If you were to,
and I'm a Tyreek guy. I really enjoy him, so I feel bad, airing him out like this.
I like him too, and he calls Mitchell out on his bullshit.
Mitchell's got a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, he's such an embarrassment. I can't stand the dude.
He cannot get to. They can't let him go to Casa Amor, because if they do that, there's going to be a girl who's desperate to stay on the show. You have Mitch who's desperate to stay on the show, and then we just are stuck with these two idiots for the rest of the time. They're going to let him stick around though.
I hope so, because he's become a very fun part of this show.
He's a good cringe watch.
So a conversation I had with my sister and my wife. We were talking about like the show and how the cast is, and if I like the cast and like the guys on it. And I'm like, there's some. This is so unlike last season, because like last season, I'm like, oh, dude, that would be such a fun crew to hang out with. I really like those guys. This time around, there's really not that. There's not like a crew or like a guy on there that I'm like, oh, that dude's probably a fun hang.
No one?
No one. Maybe
Tyreek's a fun hang?
But like knowing what he's about, like you're not just going out with Tyreek. Like he's in triple digits.
I couldn't keep up with Tyreek.
No.
I think he'd be a fun guy to hang out with.
No.
I think there's several guys I'd hang out with. I'd hang out with Tyreek. I would not hang out with Mitchell. I don't get the same ick from Sammy that you guys do, so I think I would hang out with him.
Sammy actually isn't.
I don't get ick from Sammy.
terrible.
I just don't fully trust Sammy.
I have friends I don't fully trust.
Why is Scott not more sought after?
I don't know.
Scott is an absolute snack.
His eyes are dreamy.
He's a professional footballer, and it sounds like he's more legit than some of the other guys that have been professional footballers.
Famously had a threesome, as we learned in the game.
Tyreek also had Tyreek's had a couple threesomes.
Shocks no one.
No one was.
He's probably leaving a couple off the board.
A doubles threesome.
He's probably not reporting all of those, just to like.
I kind of like that Tyreek's like, been with one of his boys, just getting down.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not built for his crew.
That is the ultimate Dangerous Nights crew member.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what are you getting him into?
I have a theory that Zach and Catherine is Catherine like an athlete of any sort?
I don't know
I want to know if she has like a collegiate history of like playing anything.
why.
Because I feel like those two are sporty and they like each other. That's my theory.
Scott and Catherine.
Yeah,
right?
what did I say?
You said Zach.
Sorry, my bad. Scott.
Also an athlete.
Scott.
Is he though?
Stop.
He's in great shape, and he's a goalkeeper.
Scott?
He probably,
Oh,
he's a keeper.
I thought you
right?
meant Zach. I don't know if he's a keeper.
He's a keeper. He's literally a keeper.
You're a keeper, dude.
What is Dylan doing?
I don't fucking know.
Like we want to keep you around.
Dude, I think you left something out there.
Yeah, can we vote Dylan off the island?
Hey, every time I see Zach and he's on the show, so I see him often.
Right.
I really want to see his game. I want to see what he look like. Is he like a post player? Like,
Definitely.
I want to see what kind of game he's got.
He's fine.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to. Don't you
His
want to
game's
see
fine.
what kind of athleticism
Oh man,
we're dealing with?
Dylan cutting down someone's athleticism?
No
way.
way.
Oh, crazy.
You can definitely take him, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I don't mean this in a rude way. He's not built like an athlete.
He's tall as fuck
He's
and
6'4".
big.
He's 6'4", but like he's kind of got sloppy broad.
Have you seen James Harden with his shirt off?
Yeah,
You
dude.
seen Luka with his shirt
There's
off?
some big boy NBA players who don't look like they have good bodies.
I mean, Jokic, obviously.
Yeah.
that is a great example.
But I don't know, man. I don't get athlete vibes from him.
He's the Joker, baby.
I still want to know. If
The
he
reason I get athlete vibes from him is because he's a semi-professional basketball player. He gets paid actual money.
does semi-professional mean you get paid?
Yes, if the word professional is in there, you
but
get
it's
paid.
semi. Like, what does that mean?
It means it's semi-professional.
But okay,
It's-
we
he's-
don't need to get into
He gets
it.
semi-pay. Imagine getting paid for every semi. Be a rich man.
Dylan
you.
doesn't get any.
He gets one a day.
Let's
Get more boners,
We need
dude.
to stop that narrative. I get
No.
I get sufficient amount of boners. All right, everything's working great.
Hey,
down
dude,
there.
put your money where your mouth
Full
is.
tape, Randy. Bring that segment back. Bring it back.
we need to cut. We need to stop that.
Boners happen.
We gotta stop. Gotta stop the steal.
I get plenty of boners.
Perfectly fine. Blood flow.
Facts.
Rock hard.
Thank you, Hims.
Yeah, I can get there.
What?
Does Obama want to do a Hims ad read?
No.
That'd be tight. That'd be tight.
It is funny to think about, like, he has a pod. Doesn't him and Michelle have a pod?
Probably.
Like them doing reads like we do. Like
Mhm.
them having to do a Squarespace read.
Yeah, I don't think that happens.
They're doing liquid death reads.
Mhm.
Rest in peace to our sponsor. It was a long time ago.
Fulton and Rourke.
Somebody DM'd me about them the other day.
And you still owe us money. Probably not gonna pay.
Where are we at? Let's see. I'm just gonna bring up the cast list and see who we haven't talked about yet.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Andre went home.
Andre went home. I mean, I knew Andre was going home that entire time. If you didn't think Andre was going home, then you don't have the pulse of the show
Yeah.
going through your veins.
This is not his environment.
Montel, Mal.
Mal, yeah,
We're going Mal. Is it Mal?
that's what she goes by. Yeah,
God.
Mal, I don't feel one way or the other about her at this point.
Agree. I'm trending more towards liking her, but there's really not much there.
She
seems
looks to me
sweet.
like a Cher Barbie doll.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Yeah, she does have doll face. If that's makes any sense.
She looks like if
Hey,
Cher was a
doll
Barbie.
Hey,
Hey, old doll
Yeah.
face. Hey, you want to go chat by the day
I'm gonna
bands?
buy you a brandy.
Yeah.
Let's hit the floor to the jitterbug,
Yeah, take you up to the terrace, do some smooching.
Boy, the terrace is straight up smooch central.
Oh yeah,
If
I
you
love
take
it.
someone
Yeah.
up there, you get ready for a smoochie.
I love it.
you got to. You got to. I don't really see Mal becoming a major player unless someone popular snatches her up.
She's pretty.
Yeah. I don't know. She seems like she's there for the ride. I don't think she's got an established character in my mind yet. So maybe I just need a little more Mal out of this. Montel, I would like to hang. I would like to hang with him.
Oh, he does.
He seems like a good guy to
he
go
seems
out
like
with.
a nice guy.
That dude's hot too.
Is he tiny?
Dude, why is he shredded?
He's a hot shredded dude.
He's got a body on
He's
him.
probably
tiny.
21 years old.
He's not tiny. He's just not 6'3" like everyone else. On
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
on the show's sneaky tall. Like the fact that Sammy is somehow taller than Zach, it blows my mind every time I see it.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
I did not even realize it until Dylan pointed out during last episode, and ever since I've just been like, "What?
He's a
How
tall
is this
drink of water.
happening?"
Shout out to Sammy for making the ultimate Love Island mistake, from what I can tell, and calling someone a test when they
Yeah.
were right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
do that.
And when that happened last season, I was like, is it that big of a deal? And now that I'm really thinking, I'm like, yeah, I would hate that.
Shout out to Montel for getting Leah up to the terrace. That's a hot couple.
Yeah.
I'm into them.
I'm hoping that sticks.
I'm really into them.
I really like Leah.
She was giving him like you're gonna smooch me right now eyes when she was sitting there on the
yeah.
terrace with him, and he did. And I'm happy that it happened for them.
Dude, they're closer in age than I thought. I didn't realize how old Montel was.
How old
I
is
thought he was more towards 21. He's 25.
Is he
and
really?
Leah is
Oh.
27. So,
I'm here for this couple.
am I shipping Leah and Montel? It's giving couple.
It is.
I would be very happy with those two being a couple. That's a hot couple. Dude, would they stay true to each other in Casa Amor?
I think he would. I'm giving him a lot of benefit of the doubt because thus far he seems like a very nice guy.
Leah seems extremely nice too. Like I think if they were genuinely a couple going in, I think they would have less fallout if one of them cheated than like other couples. Ella, I can't wait to see Ella's face when Tyreek comes out with another girl.
Oh my
When he
God.
comes out holding hands with some absolute rocket,
I can.
it's gonna be great.
I can see her face waiting for him to like peek around that doorway when they come out, and she
Dude.
just looks like the most miserable person of all time.
When they do movie night, movie night
it's
is
over.
Oh, it's gonna be
It's
bad.
over.
The producers have to know like we have to keep them both here through movie night at a minimum because that is going to be volatile.
I'm worried about Ella's mental health throughout all this.
Did you see her in that last?
Dude, Ella just needs to understand that she's hitching her wagon to an absolute
Bad boy.
Dude, it's not a good move for you, Ella. Like,
He's a hot bad boy.
like you could be so much happier in life if you weren't with an absolute fuckboy. But like he has given you every red flag you need in order to say like, hey, maybe I should move on from this. And like
But he's also like really charming at the same time, and it's like I get it.
he does something that I really enjoy. When he has bad news for someone, he gives them some good news first. He says something nice to them, and then he immediately says something that it just ruins their day.
Is it like the criticism sandwich?
Yeah.
You say something
Exactly.
positive about him, and then you hit him with the criticism, and then you close with
The art
something
of the deal.
positive.
It's
again.
exactly what he does. It's exactly what he does. And like it's amazing. It's amazing that he has shown her so many red flags and she still wants nothing but him.
Her white fit last night was quite impressive.
In what way? What do you mean?
Just very beautiful to me.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think she's so intimidating, and her relationship with him is so volatile that even if there was a guy in there like Scott for some reason like wanted to like talk to her, they would just be, you know what? Not worth it. Not worth that. Because that could go south real quick.
I just want her to smile more. I want her to be happy, and she's just not.
You should
there.
tell her to smile.
Yeah.
You should smile more.
That's the worst thing to ever say to somebody.
I had a girl say it to me once. It didn't bother me.
Smile.
It didn't
Fuck
bother
you.
me.
Out of my face.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell a woman to smile more. See how that ends.
Remember when you told the Hooters waitress to smile more?
Stop. Stop. We haven't mentioned Maddie and Whitney yet.
Hold
I
on.
know, we have
Let's
to.
do a subtitle for Dylan. That never happened.
That never happened.
Someone has told the Hooters waitress to smile more.
Oh, once a shift, you get that.
Oh my
Oh.
God. Can you imagine?
Creepy. Just.
I'd have to leave.
You'd quit your Hooters job?
I'd quit. I would retire. I'm going to bikinis or Twin Peaks.
Oh, we lost our top girl today. Dave's gone.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if that's what it was, but
That female Dave photo, I could see her being Hooters waitress. She was
She-
kind of bad.
She was the flirtiest bitch I've
was
ever
that giving
seen.
top?
Yeah, dude. What?
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Not with
I'm
me.
not making those assumptions, David.
You said I was your top girl.
Okay, since we talked about last night's episode, the most recent episode, we need to talk about the exit of Molly, which has been probably for me one of the most shocking things I've ever seen happen on the show.
Let's set the whole day up, though.
Okay,
So the
Well,
girls leave on a spa day.
the day before. Let's start with the day
Okay.
before.
Which is what?
She gets a standalone date with Zach where they go rollerblading together. They got the camera crew.
Worst date ever. You're right.
I've never seen a date worse.
No, there's as someone who has recently queued up the Bachelorette, the most recent episode from Monday night, and saw a preview of what this season has in store. There is about 12 worse dates than what they just did.
Yeah, but this show, it's all about laying around in bathing suits and talking. That's all they ever do.
How are they
of them-
so bad at rollerblading?
Neither of them look comfortable.
Do people not rollerblade in England because everything's like cobblestone and shit? Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like they don't have it
Probably
like
it.
that.
I don't think everything's
It's all
cobblestone.
gravel roads.
Okay.
And also, he's way too tall. He's too tall to blade.
Y'all give
If
him-
someone
y'all give
put
him too
blades
much
on me
credit
right
for
now,
his height.
I'd easily be able to blade right now.
Dylan, he's taller than you. You just have to get over.
No, I know you. You guys talk like he's 7'4". He's just not.
Okay.
No, I know. No, he's not 7'4".
We know. I think we know that. That would be tight if there was a 7'4" guy. If Wemby's just on the show,
Mm-hmm.
like God
That'd
damn,
be sick.
he should be in like the summer league. But
Yeah. Spicy chicken sandwiches and stuff. Frosties.
Oh, talking Wendy's. He's talking
Yeah.
Wendy's.
nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Their nuggets are very underrated.
Wendy's is good if you don't go to the one on Slaughter.
I love
Lane.
their nuggets.
One on Slaughter's one of the worst run places on earth.
Their nuggets are like totally fine.
They're good. The spicy, you got the
They're-
spicy
They're
ones?
they're great on a road trip. They're highly dunkable.
Yeah,
And
but
I'll
are they
just-
more? Are they as dunkable, more dunkable, or less dunkable than McDonald's? Because those are
Same
those
size.
are
Much
hella
better than
dunkable.
McDonald's.
Similar size.
Stop.
Chick-fil-A's
Stop,
are
dude.
Chick-fil-A's are dunkable, but not as dunkable because of the size.
I have a dream that this podcast gets really popular in the UK because they like want to hear these American idiots just talk about the show that they've been.
I don't want to be an
following
American idiot.
and that they've been following for a long time. And they're like, just make fun of us for our American culture references, and they're like, these guys are just fucking clowns, but they make a lot of good points
Yeah,
at the
good
same
riddance.
time. And so we just get mega popular over there. Everyone starts wearing Rowback and shit. Backer 20, by the way, because
Dude, that'd be so swag if we had
You know
like
what
a
I mean?
crew of backers in England that we just had to go vibe with, pints with the lads
if
and
this,
shit.
if
got
this
a
gets
couple.
popular, we'll do a
Let's do a
meetup.
high life game. Let's make a high life game.
Let's do a meetup over there. Dave, you in
No,
London?
I can't do that.
London?
Oh
Dave?
no, and then we're gonna go play golf in Scotland. What?
Yeah, it's all gonna happen.
All right.
If you
That's
think
my dream.
if that ever happened, like if you think Sally wouldn't attach herself to this trip, like you're crazy. Like she would be on every single leg of that trip with us because she wouldn't let it happen without her.
Dave's little
She's doing
crumpet.
a beer a hole at St. Andrews.
Yeah, Dave's little crumpet
pint.
girl over there.
A
Dave-
pint hole.
A pint.
We did have the Queen call recently.
I
Yeah.
know. Anyway, shout out to our new UK listener.
Oh Lord, that's not it. Fucking A.
Hey, it could,
The queen to us is the same thing as Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hey, send this to all of your UK friends and say, give it a listen. Thank you.
Okay, now set up the day that Molly had before she got just axed.
Yeah, so the girls left for a spa day, which you get excited because, oh, spa day, girls are away and the guys get to hang out. But you know something's afoot when that happens, right? It's not going to be all fun and games. So they bring a bombshell in, Katie, who was on season 2 of Love Island UK. David, did you know that?
Yeah, they made that very evident.
And for my money, she's fantastic. I think she's mega gorgeous.
She's got good eyes. Her and Leah might have the best
She's-
eyes on the show.
She's stunning.
Scott too.
She's
Scott's got good
stunning.
eyes. Scott and
Anyway.
her would be a power couple.
So Katie comes in. She's getting her flirt on with the guys. They send a selfie to the girls. So they all recognize, like, oh my gosh, that's Katie, season 2. Katie McDermott, I think her name is. And so
It's mad horny that you know her last name.
Yeah, it's a little horny sauce.
they talked about it on the show.
No, just kidding.
And I did give her a quick Instagram search to,
Well,
to confirm that
I'm on her Instagram right now. She does a fair amount of editing, but she is a pretty lady.
her eyes are next level. Anyway, the girls come back in the villa, and of course, everyone's concerned, like, who's Katie? Who's she into? What?
Randy just got a reel off from Wash Media mid-episode. You love to see it. This dude doesn't take any time off.
We're doing boat humor.
Yeah.
Randy, that's sick, dude. Our UK friends are gonna love what you just did there.
They don't do that shit over there.
Mm-mm.
They do reels.
I mean, like boats.
I'm sure they do boats too.
No, they disbanded
They just do pubs.
the British Navy.
Okay. What was I saying?
Something about Katie.
Yeah, so Katie's there, and she's the girls are not happy.
Katie's got a very good energy about her in that it's like confident, but also not like aggressive.
Yeah, she mentioned that the first time she was there, she was a bombshell and she just went right after one guy. All eggs in one basket, she said. Different approach this time around. You're distracting me.
I haven't even said anything.
You gave Dave a look like, look at my screen.
He was already looking at my screen, so I looked over at him as to
No,
what
I'll come
why.
across this effing table.
He
on
found
you
that
guys.
photo of you as a hot dog. He was showing it to me.
Okay. Okay.
Keep going.
What was I saying?
For our British listeners, hot dogs are tubes of meat that we eat over here at baseball games.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
our cricket.
Yeah, it's like a Frank.
Caliendo? He could probably do a pretty good British accent.
I'm sure he could.
Dude, Katie's been a Baracko bombshell.
Oh, I don't know if
They're
we're
gonna,
doing
they're
that
gonna lose
one.
them with all these American references.
They probably are familiar with Obama.
We know who Barack Obama is.
Served 2 times, eh?
Now we're mocking our new listeners.
Yeah.
No, we're we're kind of doing our Prince Philip impression right now.
Yeah, just Prince Philip.
Do your
all.
Prince Andrew or your Prince Albert.
You do a Prince Albert
No.
every day
Fuck yeah.
when you wake up.
Pierce your dick every
Yeah,
single day.
literally. Yeah, what? How? What a
How many
waste
holes do you have in your dick,
What
David?
a waste of time.
A lot. It's a lot.
Colossal waste of time.
All right.
Tiny.
Someone gets a text, right?
I got a text message.
Hey, fire pit time, you dumb idiots.
We need that sound effect.
I got a text.
That's not it. No, not that. Just the ding.
I know. I was doing I got a text.
I like the beginning sound effect. Dun, dun, dun. The ITV one. Or the end. Do you guys ever do the end sound effect? Sally and I always do it
Oh,
verbally
yeah.
together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's good, dude. It's
Dun,
good.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, they love us over there. in
All right.
UK.
So, hey, guess what? It's recoupling time.
Yes.
And Katie gets first pick. Pretty standard procedure when a new bombshell comes in, Dave. Katie gets first
Oh
pick.
yeah. Don't mansplain the show to
And
me.
she gets her pick of any
Fuck.
guy. And of course, everyone's coupled up. So no matter who she picks, someone's going to be upset.
Look, she's gonna step on toes, but she's gonna do it respectfully, y'all.
And that's all you can do. Just be respectful.
I'm
about
not
it.
here to make friends.
You have no choice but to step on toes here.
Respectfully.
And so she gets a pick of all the guys. She did her due diligence. She'd had a conversation with, I believe, every one of them leading up to the
Maybe not
recoupling.
Medi.
No one wants to talk to Medi.
Maybe because Medi's not
Medi's
fun
so
to talk
French.
to.
He's so.
He's so French. He's the most French guy.
Oh, oui.
That's not really it.
That's my French. Sorry to our UK.
Let's not piss
listeners.
off everybody
Yeah.
across the pond. Just some.
And she picks Zach.
Did that surprise y'all that she went with Zach?
No.
Obviously, he's highly coveted.
No.
Zach's got some kind of spell over the women in this villa.
It was
I don't
Zach or
get it.
Tyreek, right? Like it was.
You got like Zach is a force to be reckoned with in this villa, Dylan. You got to start putting some more respect on his name.
He's got the unique puppy dog eyes, like, but on like a tall, not athletic according to Dylan, but a tall athlete's body.
He's got Hank Hill butt. I'm sorry, someone had to say it.
Okay.
And to our UK listeners, it's an American cartoon.
Dude, they all know exactly what you're talking about.
Just Google Hank Hill butt. You'll see what I'm talking
He
about.
does not have a dump truck.
Anyway, she picks Zach. Everyone is shocked. I think Molly, the most shocked. Her eyes get like this big. I'm holding up just big eyes. She's shocked. She didn't know that they had the connection, and maybe Zach didn't even know. They did have a conversation before, and it seemed like it was going
Zach
well.
seemed a little surprised himself.
And then, out of absolutely nowhere, Molly gets a text immediately before they even do the other recouplings, and says,
That's
"You
how
have
it
been
sounds.
dumped from the island." Boom.
You are now single.
Curtains
Therefore,
closed.
you have been dumped from the island.
And everyone is just in complete shock,
Mitch-
including Katie, who didn't know that was going to be the case. She said, "I'm sorry." She didn't know
Mitchell-
what she had done.
Mitchell ran into oncoming traffic. Just
Yeah.
couldn't fucking fathom.
Yeah, Mitchell went and just drowned himself in the pool.
A question that I've been asking myself.
He sets himself on fire
Yeah.
in protest.
A question I've been asking myself is
I
if
love you,
He sat down in front of her
Never mind.
suitcase as she was wheeling it out.
He just. It's funny to think about how Mitchell reacts because you know it's going to be over the top.
Yeah.
He went to the terrace and he dressed like Braveheart and made a speech.
What if he like sacrifices himself? Like, no, I'll go home
No,
instead.
no. I love the idea of Mitchell trying to go home with her and her being like, "Don't do that. I don't like you. Stop."
It's like that's
I'll leave with you.
Even
What?
Zach is
We're
like,
not
"No,
even a couple."
I'm not even leaving with her. Like, you can't do that."
I wonder
It's
if
like,
Zach offers to leave with Molly.
I'm excited to see the beginning of this next episode to see if he like either indicates that he might or if anyone gives him shit for doing it. Because if I'm the other people, I'm like, y'all have already been on a date. We need to at least proposition him with this.
Yeah. But I also think he's like low key. He can't express his excitement. I think he's kind of excited to get to know Katie. He was giving her the eyes.
If you are with somebody who gets immediately removed from the show, you know two things. You know that you're about to have someone come in that's going to be interested in you, and you know that you're likable enough to stick around on the show for a little bit.
Yeah.
So, like, he's in a good place right now.
Okay. What I was trying to say earlier, I've been asking myself if the producers had the plan going in the whole time for no matter who was the one left single.
Yeah.
Like if it was Whitney, would
Yeah,
they have
I
sent
agree.
her home?
I agree.
Because I think it being Molly, she's such like a main character on the show. I wonder if they're like, fuck it, let's kick her off and let's make waves here and get people talking about the show.
Yeah. Well, do you think there's any credibility to the theory that she might come back for Casa
Yes.
Amor? Because I think there's a
Yes.
lot there.
And where are you seeing this?
Well, okay.
that's the first thing I thought.
If you are a person who does not want any spoilers of anything at all, please turn it off right now. You have the opportunity.
what do I do?
Dave, you stay here.
Okay.
No, these aren't bad spoilers. But she's apparently already been seen in the UK, so she's not in Spain. She's been on a couple podcasts. She's done podcast appearances, and allegedly she has flown back to Spain. So who knows what could happen? And I don't even know if the flying back to Spain is actually real, or if it's just rumored on Instagram.
She could have just been taking a pill in Ibiza.
I took a pill in Ibiza.
I took a pill in
R.I.P. Avicii though.
It was a Pepto-Bismol tablet.
You heard this song Levels?
I went to Dollar Hot Dog Night at the ballpark when I went to the America.
To our new
These
UK listeners,
tubes of meat.
I respect
tum-tum.
I respect your culture a great deal, and I will not do what these guys are doing.
Hey, mate, me tum tum. It's early days. Diarrhea.
Katie is so bad.
She's fine.
She's so bad.
Why are you guys so obsessed with Katie?
Dude, look at her,
It's
dog.
more him. I do think she's hot, but he's taking it a little far.
I don't like. She doesn't. I don't know. Maybe she's just not my type.
She has a little case of small face. Other
She
than that,
wasn't. She wouldn't be. She wasn't turning my head.
My head's doing just spinning right now.
Skirt, skirt.
Like what's that movie? It spins all the way
The
around.
Exorcist.
Exorcist style. Thank you, David.
Spinny heads.
That's me.
Yeah, I did think, okay, that would be excellent TV if so Zach and Katie, they get along quite well. They fancy each other. But boom, we're talking in 2 weeks or whenever Casa is, she's back. That would be
Gives him enough time to like get to know Katie
Yep.
really well, and then
really good.
oh, dude, that would be such
Oh,
good TV.
My God, that's Mitch's music. And
That
Mitch comes out of nowhere and does like a magic show and pulls a rose out behind her ear.
Mitch pulls Molly aside. He's like, "Hey, Zach's really been a good guy since you've been away. You should trust him and let him back in."
Dude, I had a
Fucking
tweet
Mitchell.
yesterday that did absolute numbers. Everyone's obsessed with my take
Let's hear it, man.
that if they can get Davide, Ekin-Su, and Molly into Casa Amor, like it's game over for every reality television show.
Davide becoming single, just a couple weeks or a few weeks into this show.
Dude, get him in.
Gotta get him in.
Get
there.
him in.
Put him in Casa.
Get him in.
Got to. That dude's ready to feast.
Dude, that would be bad.
Can you
I don't even-
imagine?
I don't
He
even
is a
know the guy. I
fraud.
just
Can you
know his-
imagine what the girls would do if Davide came in?
You can imagine what I would do if Davide came
No,
in?
the guys would be all fucking bummed.
Oh, Dave.
Can you? What if you're in Casa Amor and you're chatting up somebody, like you're a guy, obviously, and then
Yep.
you hear rumors. They're like, okay, we're gonna show you guys some clips of what's happened at Casa Amor. You're watching the clips. You see Davide there, and you're just like, oh
Just sitting there
no!
just shredded, like laying out. Oh,
You would just know, like, oh, like literally no girl is safe.
he's a man meat. I'm
We talk
excited.
about least compatible couples.
I'm excited, man.
Take a couple steps back because that was a funny little fight.
Yeah.
Because I got news for Whitney and Mehdi. They were absolutely the least compatible couple.
Yeah, they know that though. They know that.
that.
He knew that when he said he wanted to go talk to Leah, which was out of pocket, by the way. He did not need to do that.
That really made me uncomfortable.
Why?
I don't know. It just because it just didn't seem like him, and it just didn't seem like she was into him. And it was just. I'm like, I was just thinking, what are you doing? This is not your move.
It was a dumb move, but like I didn't hate that he was actually trying to go do something other than be in a friendship couple with Whitney where they pretend they like each other.
That's fair.
I was at least happy that he was like ready to step outside of the box and not get comfortable.
He's
If Leah would have gone for him, like that would have been a huge get for him.
absolutely.
They are not compatible.
Not at all.
Were Jess and Sammy justified in being mad about?
Yeah, I think they were justified.
Compatibility
I think there
stuff.
were other people that were way less compatible than them. The fact that Whitney and Mehdi weren't even a part of that was
yeah. I don't know. I thought Jess really liked Sammy. I don't know if it was reciprocated like we talked about.
I think
But
it was a little bit.
every little thing that Sammy did that was like maybe would be a minor reason to be upset. I think Jess took it a little too far, and that's why people noticed like the bickering. Like, they should probably separate.
I want to give a special shout out to Jess, actually.
Okay.
Jess is surprisingly coordinated. Her soccer move that she did during the soccer challenge, she did a straight up rainbow. Not easy to do first try
But like, why is it a surprise to you?
because she just doesn't look like a natural athlete. And then the way that she dances, she's like a good dancer. This was from Unseen Bits last night more than anything. So I apologize if you guys haven't seen that.
She has danced on a bar top before.
But she has like
Yeah.
choreographed dance skills.
Okay.
She can put together like
Apparently, Leah's
Moves.
a dancer too. I did not realize that.
she's
until
got the
last night.
body of a goddess.
Mm-hmm. Dude, sing it again.
Can I bring something else to the table?
You had a new segment you wanted to talk about.
Something that hasn't gotten enough love from the Love Island boys has been the acoustic covers that go on, or maybe even just the tropical house covers
I
that go
love
on
that.
in this show.
I
They're
love
great.
it.
I've isolated a couple that I've really enjoyed from this season. Okay. When they did the public vote ceremony at the fire pit during this last week, they had a tropical house version of Natalie Imbruglia's "Torn."
Yeah, it was heat. Can I guess your second one?
Yeah.
Was it last night when Katie got in there and they hit us with Hall & Oates, Man Eater?
No,
Cover?
my other one was going to be a tropical house cover of "Stan" by Eminem.
I love the music.
Oh, I forgot about that one. No, the music's great. I mean, I know I saw somebody mention like, oh, why don't they just get the real songs? I'm like,
Because
they
the
don't
tropical house
necessarily
versions are
fit,
better. Like
because
what?
it's Love Island.
They
my
get like
dudes.
big songs on there though. They're not afraid to splash the pot for some current new singles. But I enjoy the tropical house versions.
Yeah, I do too.
I actually take some of them and put them into my Spotify and see if there's any bangers that I can put on my Peloton playlist.
Ooh, a Love Island playlist would be helpful.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the covers a great deal.
It's good.
They're gas.
It's good.
It's like good. It's good resort pool music.
Can we marry Snog Pie?
Of course we can.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
marry Snog Pie.
I'm not going to stop pieing Mitchell. I think I might continue to pie Mitchell even when he's off the show because he needs to get pied every opportunity.
I'm going to pie. Let me see. I'm going to pie Molly as she's walking out the door just to see if Mitchell tries to fight me.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw one at her while she's saying bye to everybody.
I
I'm just
like
going to
that.
walk up and just
Mitch
pie
might
her.
actually murder you.
I can't believe Molly got booted from the show.
Mitch will have
already.
me like hanging from the fucking terrace like I'm a cartel member.
He's so lame, dude. He's so lame.
I'm
I'm gonna-
pieing Mehdi.
Dude, you hate Betty.
He's just. I feel like some of the stuff he got upset with Whitney for was a little bit ridiculous, and it just seemed like. I don't know. It just seems like he was kind of trying to instigate her a little bit. I don't know about gaslight.
I think, Dave, he wants her to break up with him.
Maybe.
I think that's what he wants.
Maybe so. But his just whatever. And then who we snogging? I'll let you start. Snog away, good man.
I'm going to snog Katie. I love her.
I'm gonna snog Leah.
That's who I'm marrying.
I like Leah.
Leah is probably who I'd probably go after Leah.
Yeah.
But,
I asked Sally.
But Katie would turn my head.
I asked Sally who she would couple up with last night. I don't think she gave me an actual answer, but I went on record saying that Leah would be the person that I would be doing my speech about at the fire pit. I'm gonna marry Jess. If she can bust out a soccer maneuver of that ilk in that situation during a challenge, I'm gonna give you a nod of approval. Welcome, Jess.
I'm snogging Ella, and that's as far as it goes. Because like you can't marry Ella just because like I can't deal with all.
Can you imagine telling Ella that you're gonna go play 18 with the boys?
It's just not. She calls you and you're on like the third hole. Like, she's like, "Are you done yet?" No, we've been at it for an hour and a half. No.
Imagine Tyreek like away at a bachelor party.
Mm-mm.
Oh my
And
god.
Ella's just like sitting by the phone.
He's definitely not the type to like go make friends with the like a bachelorette party that the group runs into.
Definitely not.
Yeah, no.
We would leave
That's
them
not
alone.
his vibe at all. And I'm marrying Katie. So sorry, bro.
It's all right. I already
Sorry, I
snogged
don't
her.
mean to step on your toes,
I
but
already snogged her.
respectfully,
Yeah.
that's what I'm here for.
Okay. That's fun. I love the show. I feel like it's going to get really, really good.
Oh, we're about to be feasting with content.
How
I
far
think.
away is cost some more, you think?
I don't know.
You reckon?
I don't know.
Okay.
They never do it like the exact same time.
Yeah.
I think we're 2 weeks out, maybe.
They got to give enough time for Zach and Katie to like form like a legit
Yeah.
connection, and then
It won't happen until Zach has officially gotten with somebody
Yeah.
else.
The producers are Birdman gifting right now.
Oh
They
my
have
God.
so much potential in their hands. It's great.
Can I mention an adjacently horny show
Please.
real quick? Have you guys seen they have a new cast for Too Hot to Handle?
That show is too hot to handle.
I have not.
It appears as though the entire cast is indeed too hot to handle.
Really?
Yes.
Dude, they can't stop hooking up with each other.
What's the premise of that show?
You have a pot of $1 million that gets split between everybody, but every time you touch someone or do anything sexual, money gets taken out of the pot.
But a kiss, it doesn't cost as much as sex does,
Yeah.
basically.
So if you get tugged off under the sheets, like you're gonna spend like 30 grand. If you just kiss someone, it'd be
That's
like 10 grand.
That's an expensive.
But is it
Old-fashioned.
worth
Yeah,
it?
but like but when it's split between like how many people, like you start to think like,
So-
okay, would I spend $5,000 to get this done right now?
Yeah, so like if you hook up with someone, Dave, it costs all of us money. So that people get pissed at you. You know what I mean? It's wild.
And then
That's a
people
pretty
start
good. I like this premise.
then people start spite hooking up.
Oh my god.
That's great.
I don't hate. I'm not like a too hot to handle guy, but I don't hate tossing on some early episodes. It's always pretty entertaining to see the fallout.
Okay.
They also don't tell them they're going on too hot to handle. They trick them into thinking they're going on like a Love Island-esque show, and then they unveil, oh, we're on too hot to handle.
Oh.
It's smart. It's smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me likey.
All right. That's another Love Island Boys in the books. We'll be back next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.